What's the worst mistake you ever made at your job? When I was a teen working at McDonald's many years ago, I had to go to the refrigerator and I had to get a box that was underneath a bunch of salads. And I thought, hey, you know, those Jenga masters, they're able to just like whoocha ninja karate chop a Jenga block out. I'm gonna try the same with the box because the salads were all on top. It was very heavy and I was only just one person. What was I meant to do? Take them off? So I go to grab the box and I yoink it. Unfortunately, I did not have the Kung Fu Ninja training, and so all of the salads came tumbling on top of me. They went all over the ground of the refrigerator, and it looks like Sporticus from Lazy Town had just gone on a rampage inside that fridge. It was an absolute disaster, but the best part is I never got caught. You see, I did a little thing called acting, and I pretended that I didn't know what happened in there. I just left the fridge, and I was like, whoa, what's going on in here next time I went in there? So I managed to get away with it. Unfortunately though, the guy we're looking at today did not get away with his mistake, and his mistake ended up costing the company $26 million. That's a bit more than a couple of vegetables, a couple spinaches, and a cucumber. But the way that he lost the $26 million is absolutely crazy. This guy got scammed by a deepfake of the chief financial officer of the company. The guy hopped onto a video call, sat down there, looked directly into the eyes of this really shoddy video with really bad lip sync and really AI sounding voices and was like, yeah, this makes sense. I will transfer 40 different transactions to North Korea. That's what the chief wants, well, I'll do it. This is absolutely wild. Now, this wasn't some wacky zany scheme that the scammer randomly came up on the spot having a light bulb moment while eating a Big Mac at McDonald's. No, he had planned this out in advance. What he did was he downloaded videos of the chief financial officer and then used AI to add fake voices within the video conference. At least that's what the article says. So I'm just imagining you've got the chief financial, the chief financial officer sitting there being like, and then the AI voice on top is like, hey, we need to transfer the money to North Korea. Isn't that a good idea? So I imagine it didn't sound very good because if you're downloading the videos and just adding fake voices on top, the lip sync isn't gonna sync up. Maybe they use the thing which makes the lips work, but I've seen stuff like that. It's not very good. Unless this guy has access to some Area 51 technology. Is it 51? It is. Okay, I was having a little brain aneurysm for a second. Now, to be fair to the worker, I'm sure if we were in that situation, some of us would rationalize that, oh, you know, the chief financial officer, he's probably got some real bad ping. I was playing League of Legends with him the other day, and my God, he was feeding like a pig. It was ridiculous. So I can kind of get that, and I can see how stuff like this happens. I still think the majority of normal people wouldn't fall for something like that. I still think while the technology is getting better, it's not very good yet. It's not perfect. It's obviously fake a lot of the times. I've never seen one that is really good. So this employee is still probably on the below average IQ spectrum. And anyway, the way he did the scam was that he invited the worker to a confidential transaction meeting with the chief financial officer. I like to imagine that the worker was probably really excited. His hands were shaking. He was like, oh, I'm joining the big leagues now. We're getting into the underbelly of the world, the crime transactions. What do you need me to do, boss? You need me to pay a hitman to take out the competition? He was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then the scammer's like, okay, well, we gotta send this money to blah, 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 send it to blah, 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 he's done a pretty good job, blah, blah, blah. And so the video call's over, the worker happily makes the transactions, and then he goes to call the company head office. He's probably like, all right, boss, the job's done. I've done it for you. He won't be a problem anymore. We've paid him. And then he realizes that he's made a major mistake. I like to imagine the reactions of all the chiefs of the company when they hear that this guy just authorized $26 million to Mr. Bomba Stickley in the Bahamas. Oh, geez, that poor man, that poor guy. But it's crazy that people are starting to get fooled by these deepfakes. And, you know, it's a pretty high IQ scam. I can see why scammers are doing that because, sure, people are used to the old text message scams like, oh, you have a package here from American Express. Here, take it, open it, and it takes you to this random link of a gambling website. They're also used to phone call scams, being like, hello, sir, your heater is broken. We will fix it. Pay us $5 million. And they're used to a lot of things, but what they're not used to is video conference scams, where you can actually present the face of someone and have a similar voice to them, but it not actually be them. Now, again, you need to have a pretty low IQ to not get that something's wrong though, because every single one that I've seen, the voice is really bad, that you can tell that there's something going on. You can also tell from the face and the video that it just doesn't seem right. It really doesn't seem right. And the article here mentions that not only do we have innovations like Apple Vision Pro, but technology has become heavily integrated in our daily lives. I like to imagine that the scammers just trying to do this on Apple Vision Pro with those really goofy looking avatars. Yeah, this persona here, which is like, oh, hello, employee. It is me, your boss. Give me $5 million stat. So I really don't think that this is the last we're gonna see of anything like this. I see these types of articles popping up every now and then, and I think it's only gonna get more intense. As the technology gets better and better, soon you will be able to do a really realistic deepfake, and there's really not gonna be any way to tell, which is scary, but until then, all this is really gonna be fooling is my mum. Or anyone's parents who are technologically illiterate, you know, anyone who's just come from the rural farmland and they're hopping on a computer for the first time to do accounting bookwork for a multi-million-dollar company, and then they get hit with that. I mean, at that point, that's the company's fault for hiring someone who's just come straight from the farmlands. Very questionable decision. Anyway, stay safe out there. Watch out. I may not even be real next time. I could be Quabblecop coming on as a fake. See ya.